lifelong comic book fan. My brethren and I, we've known that you're one of us for a long time. You're a legendary fan.
Sure.
You're almost Superman. In what ways is Spirit of Vengeance like? Is this going to be finally like the one, like the comic book movie that you can stand fully behind and just feel like you finally got to live out that dream?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to or have the need to play any other superheroes. I mean, I like the first one too. It's more like a Grimm's fairy tale type movie where you could have the kids go. This one's way more into the nightmare of the imagination, and I wanted to try that as well. I had more to say with the character, but it's a completely different experience. It's not really a sequel. It's Spirit of Vengeance. It's a totally new origin, and Neville Dean and Taylor, they're. I mean, Mark is a daredevil. I mean, he's literally risking his life to get you shots. I mean, holding on to a motorcycle on rollerblades and wiping out to entertain you. I mean, that's as diehard as it gets, and doing it in 3D no less. So this movie will have a real buzz to it, like a real extreme sports kind of energy to it. On top of which, this time I got to play the Ghost Rider, and and that's something that I think really opened my imagination as to what I could do with someone who's from another dimension. How does he move? How does he attack his enemies, and give it a kind of esoteric elegance and horror to it. And that's something we all worked out together.
Yeah, because the comics always had like those themes of like Easy Rider meets like cult. And,
yeah.
And you mentioned that this was going to be considerably darker. Could you tell me a little bit more about?
Well, the character himself has been living with the curse for like several years now, so that's had an effect on his personality. He's a lot edgier. He's a lot more sarcastic. He's been dealing with that. And the first one. Blaze was more of an innocent. He was someone who was trying to keep it at bay. This time he's been living with it for a while, so he looks different, he sounds different, he behaves different, and then also, being able to be the Ghost Rider. It's not gonna. With any luck, I think it's going to really scare you. The movement of the Ghost Rider, because he's definitely on the other side. He's one of the monsters.